going on? This is Kryme 1. You're watching Eddie G TV.
Alright, yo, Eddie G TV.
Eddie G TV.
You're watching
Eddie G TV.
Eddie G TV.
You're now tuned into Eddie G TV.
Eddie G TV.
You're tuned into Eddie G TV.
You don't fuck with Eddie G TV. Get him the fuck out of here. Okay!
Kryme 1, it's been time since I've been trying to get this interview. How long do you think it's been? 2, 3?
Maybe 2 years. It was when we were doing that East End joint.
Yeah, the building bridges?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some dope shit. What do you think about when we were doing that, the building bridges?
It was fun, but like, that venue's not set up to do live shows, if I'm being totally honest.
Right.
Yeah, they just weren't ready for stuff like that. I think DJs is fine, but for performances, no.
Okay. So we got the show tonight. How do you feel about the show tonight?
I feel good, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's a pretty good bill. Haven't seen MC perform in about a year, so I'm mostly looking forward to that.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I like that dude a lot.
Who are some of the other guys on the bill that you're looking forward to seeing?
Who else is even on the bill? Decisive, haven't seen him in a minute. Who else is on the bill? Specs, I haven't seen him in a minute. Who else is on the bill? I don't know. I'm so bad at that stuff like that, man.
Yeah, Lee Reed too, obviously. Well,
Lee Reed's Reed. I mean, I see those guys like
you see him all the time. What's it like working with Lee Reed?
Good, man, good. I get a lot of freedom, I would say, like to add like my creativity into the shit. It's not just like, here the song's done, put these cuts here, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a lot more involved in the process, and I have been before, even with groups that I've been a part of.
Okay. So how do you get started in DJing?
I just been a hip hop kid my whole life and knew I wanted to do something. So it just kind of fit. I knew I wanted to do beats. I tried to rap for like a day or two when I was like 16, 15 type of shit, but honestly, I heard myself, I heard my own voice, and I hate the sound of my own voice. So I decided against it, which a lot of people should actually do, in my humble opinion.
Right. I think a lot of people start off rap and then go into different fields, like me right now. I started in rap, now I'm the interview guy.
Well, yeah, because it's free, right? You can just do it.
Exactly. So what groups have you been in?
I DJ'd in a group called DLO about 10 years ago. That was myself, See No Evil, formerly Sin Young, a dude named Tuin, and Vision, who's now going by Victor Shade. We made an album, full album, it's done, but it kind of got shelved. There's like sort of finished copies floating around the internet, but I'm pretty sure I am the only one with like the actual one where everything is where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And then we did EDP for a little while. I'm sure you know all about that.
Yeah.
And then before
other people know about that though. Like I know about that.
Everyday People was myself, Adam Trapp, Pranks producer, and See No Evil. We did that for a good 3-4 years or something. But it was just really hectic. It was a lot of personality clashes, and like people had other stuff going on in their lives and stuff like that. So,
it's very hard.
Child and stuff. So
it's very hard. I've tried group stuff too. Like, yeah. It's very hard. Mm-hmm. Very hard.
It was good while it lasted, though. Our chemistry was super on point.
So after that, you said you had.
After that, right before we stopped doing EDP, I started working with Lee, and then EDP fizzled out, and then yeah, I've just been doing that since.
Nice. So now you've been to the DMC championships. Let's talk about that.
Well, what do you want to know?
Like, how many times have you done it? How far have you got?
I've been battling. I think last year was my fifth year battling. My first year, I got second in Hamilton. The next year, I won Hamilton. The year after that, I won Hamilton. The year after that, I won Toronto. And then this year, I got second place in Toronto, but they take first place and second place in the finals. So I ended up getting to kind of redeem myself, and I ended up placing #2 for Canada this year.
Awesome. So when's the next one?
Beats me, man. It should be sometime in June. Like, there's only one a year.
Yeah, in June.
The Hamilton one's usually first. It'll be in the summer of 2017 anyway.
So how'd that feel? Second in Canada.
It feels great.
Like, that's
feels
amazing.
Great. I worked pretty hard on this year's routine. I think it was some of my best, and I tried to. I did like most of the kind of technical tricks that I know how to do, minus like some body tricks and stuff like that. I didn't really do, but I also tried to do stuff that like I had never done before. I did this kind of weird routine where I essentially had 3 turntables basically. Like I used 2 turntables, but I had like an external sample playing off the computer, so I could still have music playing and manipulate 2 things instead of just 1 or 2 just to juggle. So it was like 3 things at once.
Right. So as far as other DJs, who do you look up to?
Oh man, not the average turntablist that people usually talk about. Like Jam Master Jay from Run DMC was a big influence on me, just from being a hip hop kid when I was younger.
Exactly.
Lord Jazz from Lords of the Underground was a big one. He's not like some super crazy DJ or anything, but it's just something that like I came up on that I was really into. Turntablists, like I really like D Styles, Shifty, cats like that. The standard big turntablists, Hubert, all that stuff everyone always says.
How do you feel about how things have changed now? Some guys can just have a laptop and call themselves a DJ. How do you think about
I don't really know how I feel about it. Like obviously I don't like it, but there's no sense in really complaining about it. It's kind of a dead topic. I mean, it's been going on for it's like the real hip hop versus mainstream shit. You know what I mean? Like it was cool to talk about like 20 years ago, but like if you're still talking about it, what are you doing? And it doesn't really bug me, even if I'm on the same bill with someone who does that. It's like you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just gonna do what I always do and fuck shit up.
Right. Okay, so is any last things like to say before we wrap this up, or what?
Not too much, man. Just next Lee Reed album, we're working on that. Should be coming out summertime, maybe. That's about it, man.
Okay, and this is ADG TV. We're out.
Peace.